We are back with more Wet and Wild. Are you tired of Wet and Wild yet? But this is the brand that I primarily buy. I buy other stuff. I'm just going through all the new releases. So we still have a lot more to cover because they came out with a lot of stuff. But today's focus is the Jelly Drip Lip Glaze. So a review, swatches, shades, wear test like I always do. We're going to get right on into this, starting with the at a glance. This is a high medium coverage shiny lip gloss with watermelon flavor. There are 3 shades at $6 each. The formula is a shiny jelly-like lip gloss. The packaging, standard lip gloss packaging, a rounded tube, but it has a cooling metal applicator, which we will talk about, and it is sold at major retailers that carry that brand. I have all of the Wet n Wild Jelly Drip Lip Glaze shades. As always, this is my detail-packed review, and I show you in the blog post every shade on my lips, swatches, star ratings of everything. And by the time you're done reading, listening, viewing, you're going to know if this formula is for you and what colors you might want to try. We'll begin with the details, the claims, the pricing. The lip glaze is positioned as a high shine lip product that should be giving you a glass-like finish with lightweight buildable color. The formula focuses on the shine first, with a jelly texture that creates a mirror-like effect in a single swipe and can be layered for more intensity. Wet n Wild claims they basically circle around the finish and the application. So this product has a metal applicator. I've never seen this before on any drugstore lip product, so it's new for the drugstore, new for the brand, and is designed to feel cool on contact to help the product also glide smoothly over your lips so you get that even distribution. The texture is described from the brand as lightweight, comfortable, allowing you to control the level of shine from sheer to more of a pronounced glassy look. It is actually infused with lip-loving ingredients, so we'll talk about those more pretty quickly here. So those are included to help them look soft and feel nourishing, sort of. Again, we'll get to that. Directions for use would just be smoothing the gloss onto the lips with the metal applicator, gliding along the natural shape of your lips, and they claim that there might be a temporary cooling sensation that may occur with a normal effect of the applicator. I'm just going to stop here and say it is metal, it is cold. As you are running the product over your lips, you feel the cool metal. It stops there. The product itself delivers no sensation to the lips. So I kind of actually don't get the applicator. Like, is the applicator helping it to just glide over the lips? Yes. But I think they could have just used plastic or anything else and it still would have glided over. I just don't know if the metal is necessarily changing anything or they did this just to be kind of flashy and catch your attention. I don't know. So it does only come in 3 shades right now. This is Wet n Wild's thing. When they give you something new, they give you 3 shades to chomp on. It is what it is. Berry Squish, Blush Guava, and Raspberry Crush. These are all part of the 2026 core line new products released. So they'll probably become more available over time if you're having trouble finding them. Summary: high shine, glass-like lip gloss with lightweight buildable color. Metal applicator delivers a cooling sensation for a smooth, precise application. It is infused with vitamin E, sunflower seed oil, and ginger root extract for lip nourishment. There are 3 shades: Berry Squish, Blush Guava, and Raspberry Crush, part of the Wet n Wild 2026 new products. Let's talk about where you can find them. They've actually been out for over a month now, like 2 months. So they are available at Walmart, Walgreens, Wet n Wild, Amazon, and CVS. All retailers have all 3 shades, and you can find them all online. Going in store, you might have a harder time finding all of those shades, kind of give or take sometimes what's left. The prices do vary. So your lowest price is going to be Walmart, Amazon, $5.97, $5.99 for Wet n Wild. Walgreens is always up there in price for some reason, $6.99. I don't know why CVS is selling these for $7.99. They're the most expensive. They're a $6 lippy, but okay. And I want to make a note, if you have seen any of the CVS displays in store, photos circulating online, One of the shades is labeled Melon Melt, and this drove me crazy because I thought there was a fourth shade. Maybe it was exclusive to CVS that I could not find. This is a misprint. I have been in the store. The actual shade that goes in the Melon Melt position of the package is Blush Guava. So I am assuming that either that used to be the name before they released it and they changed it, or somehow just a total misprint. So to the best of my knowledge, there is no Melon Melt. There is only Blush Guava. Summary. Available at Wet n Wild, Walgreens, Walmart, CVS, and Amazon. Prices range from $5.97 to $7.99 depending on the retailer. All three shades are available at the retailers, and the availability in store right now can still be spotty. Moving into the ingredients list, the ingredients are a mixture of emollients, texture enhancing agents, and conditioning ingredients, and that's where you get the shine and the slip, that feeling. So I'm not going to read the ingredients list, as you know, and I'm going to kind of try my best with some of the key ingredient call outs. So if you have sensitive lips, this does contain fragrance. I say this later, but it is watermelon flavored and scented. It's pretty strong. It's not bad though. It's not like yucky artificial watermelon, but if you are sensitive, please know that is there. It also contains alcohol denat, which some people with sensitivities also take note of. It has ginger root extract, which usually gives like a warming or a tingling sensation, but I just didn't feel anything with these. Vitamin E is a conditioning ingredient. Sunflower seed oil is an emollient, and that's what makes textures feel kind of like soft, smooth, bouncy. This one, I don't quite know how to say, bisabolol. That sounds right to me. A soothing agent that is often included in a lot of formulas like this. Centilla azastaca, I don't know, man. This extract, it's a botanical, and you'll see that action in a lot of skincare products. Those different products or like makeup products that say, ooh, it's skincare infused. And then, of course, there's color additives, so there's synthetic dyes and iron oxides. Let me fix one thing here in the blog post. We always do this real time. Okay, good deal. So again, if you have sensitive lips, just always read through the ingredient list and see if there's anything that you know you are sensitive to and want to avoid. But summary here, the formula contains emollients, texture agents, and conditioning ingredients. The key ingredients are vitamin E, sunflower seed oil, ginger root extract, bisabolol, and that centella extract that I cannot pronounce. Fragrance and alcohol denat may matter to you for sensitive lips. Color additives include synthetic dyes and iron oxides. Always review that ingredient list. So in terms of texture and formula, this is, of course, a jelly textured formula. It delivers high shine, glass-like finish, and a lightweight buildable consistency. So it really glides over the lips with that metal applicator, which feels cool when you're gliding it on. The formula allows for customizable shine for a soft sheer layer all the way to a bold mirror-like effect, infused with vitamin E, sunflower seed oil, and ginger root extract. It is designed to keep lips feeling nourished while maintaining a smooth, glossy finish. The combination of the jelly base and the emollient-rich ingredients is what's really going to give you that signature glossy, slippery feel. And that also makes it easy to layer without feeling heavy or sticky. In terms of the swatches and shades, again, there's only 3 right now. And if you're reading the blog post, you'll see them swatched on my fair skin, bare skin. You see the color pay off and all that shine. Berry Squish is a bit, it's not really a mauve. It's the closest thing to a mauvey berry, so it's my favorite shade. It's a deeper berry toned glaze. Blush Guava is a soft pink, and Raspberry Crush is a pink red. You can see all that in the blog post, see them on my lips. But let's talk about the review. So it's definitely a fresh take on a drugstore lip gloss. I haven't tried any other jelly formula yet, but I did buy the NYX Jelly Job because I wanted to do a comparison with this. But I have a feeling from what I've seen, Wet n Wild is pretty different from the other options. I will say, and you should already know by now that Wet n Wild is really good at doing this just with regular lip glosses. It really has punchy pigment, like a high, medium pigment coverage, but it's not a full coverage. It's not buildable to full. They're just really good at giving you that, like, oh, I didn't expect all that color, with a high shine finish. And again, the watermelon flavor is there. The standout feature is the metal applicator in a sense of it's new for the brand, new for the drugstore. It feels cool on contact with the lips. It's easy to control. It's a good size. It holds the correct amount of product, glides smoothly, all of the things. It just doesn't do anything else after that. And you do get that glossy look with that heavy, sticky feeling. Again, the color is not buildable. It is medium coverage. It won't fully cover your natural lip tone. One thing that is surprising about these is I'll put these on and I'll talk in meetings at work, sip my water through a straw, and after about 2 hours, the shine just wears off. And what it leaves behind is actually some color on the lips. So the best way I can say this is it kind of acts like a lip stain, but it's not a lip stain. And Wet n Wild actually doesn't mention this at all, the fact that it actually wears off and leaves some color behind. That color that stays behind doesn't really transfer. It's kind of crazy. But if you do want to reapply this, you can. It doesn't get weird. It doesn't get gunky or feather outside the lip line. So it just stays lightweight, smooth, and very manageable. And even though it contains all those great conditioning ingredients, once you wipe it off, it doesn't leave the lips feeling a particular way. They don't feel softer, more conditioned, whatever. So if you want to compare these to some other Wet n Wild lippies, we do have what just came out also in these new releases, the Mega Inky Lip Color. That's a full coverage, classic matte liquid lipstick. And then they also have my favorite, the Lip Oil, which is a lip oil / lip gloss. This is very different from all of those just because of the texture, the applicator, and that level of pigmentation. So if you don't want that 2016 non-drying matte liquid lip, but you don't want a lip oil, this is good for you. You want that quick, shiny layer. You want a punch of color, and you're okay with reapplying it, but it's still no fuss. Then you'll like this. And I also have some photos for you of that metal applicator, both sides. It's angled. And then also in the blog post, I have a table for you of just all the key features when you're shopping. So this gloss is ideal if you want a shiny, juicy look, minimal fuss, and it is a standout at the drugstore level for all these things that we're getting at the price point. Summary: it is high shine, medium pigment gloss with a juicy look. Metal applicator provides a cooling sensation and precise control. Lightweight, non-sticky, easy to reapply without feathering. The shine fades over time pretty quickly, but the color remains at minimal transfer. It has a strong watermelon flavor and scent, not buildable, conditioning, and it has minimal actual effects for your lips. So in terms of wear test, I always say my makeup gets worn on average like 13 hours, probably more like 10-ish hours for the lip color. So in terms of how does it perform in real life, again, it goes on very smooth and shiny. The metal is cool on the lips, and it spreads out the product very well. And then after about 2 hours, no matter what you're doing, most of that shine is already gone. It has faded, but it leaves color on the lips that doesn't transfer all too much. So it's like a subtle stain, but it's not a lip stain. And it doesn't claim to be a stain of any sort. Maybe confusing, but that is just my experience with this product. Even when I washed the swatches off my arm, they left some color behind that I had to scrub off. Reapplication is simple because it does not cause feathering or buildup, so you can maintain that glossy look if you would like. So the wear test on my end does confirm the gloss is lightweight, non-sticky, easy to manage. It delivers medium pigment with a glass-like shine, and it's ideal for just a quick touch-up, and it's not going to disturb the texture or the comfort on your lips. Summary: the gloss wears smoothly over 2+ hours while talking, sipping water. The shine fades fast, leaving color behind with minimal transfer. Reapplication is simple, without feathering or texture issues, and it is lightweight, non-sticky, comfortable for repeated touch-ups. How to apply the Jelly Drip for a long-lasting look. I got some tips for you. So always start with clean, dry lips, and just glide it on with the given applicator. Follow your natural lip shape, and it's going to feel nice and cool when you're putting it on, but lay down that product evenly, And I have already mentioned it gives you the right amount, so it's not going to overload your lips. For extra staying power, give it a thin layer, let it set for a minute or two before you put on your next layer. That's really going to build that shine. But again, it's not going to feel heavy or sticky. And try not to rub your lips together for the first couple of minutes so it kind of settle. This is one of those products that will kind of smooth out your lip lines if you give it like 5 minutes. Kind of smooth them over. Reapplication is simple throughout the day because the formula is lightweight and non-sticky. You can refresh that shine, but you don't have to worry about it getting weird. So these methods here will just ensure that your lips keep that juicy, glossy look that you want. Summary: start with clean, dry lips for smooth application. Use the metal applicator to glide the gloss evenly over your lips. Apply a thin layer first, wait a minute, add a second layer for longer wear. Avoid rubbing your lips together immediately to let the gloss settle. Reapply it throughout the day without feathering or disrupting the color. And how do you apply it for best shine? I got some tips for you here as well. So you know, sweep it on with the applicator, but layer gradually, add more coats as needed, giving it a couple minutes in between to kind of settle out on the lips. And this way, you can really zero in on that shine, but it's not going to get sticky. So what you can also do in terms of the shine, which is a little different from the long-lasting instructions, is finish by pressing the lips together just lightly. And that'll kind of shape the edges too, which I like, and give you that even polished effect. So summary: begin with smooth, hydrated lips for maximum shine. Sweep the gloss in a thin layer with the metal applicator for a mirror-like finish. Layer gradually to intensify the shine without feeling sticky or heavy. Gently press the lips together or shape the edges for an even polished effect. And adjust layering to go from subtle glaze to bold high shine. So I gave these 5 out of 5 stars. Also have some pros and cons for you. The pros are high shine, glass-like finish for a juicy look, lightweight and non-sticky texture. Metal applicator provides a cooling sensation and precise control. Medium pigment shows well without being full coverage. They're easy to reapply without feathering or buildup. The color stays behind even after the shine fades with minimal transfer. They're infused with those good ingredients, and they're quick and simple to use for touch-ups throughout the day. Cons: the watermelon flavor scent may not appeal to everyone. Shine wears off after a few hours, requiring reapplication. Color is not buildable, limited to medium coverage. Conditioning ingredients do not leave noticeable lasting softness. And in-store availability is still a bit spotty right now. And then we'll end with our frequently asked questions. What is the Wet n Wild Jelly Drip Lip Glaze? It is a high shine glass-like lip gloss with lightweight color and a cooling metal applicator designed to glide smoothly and deliver extra shine. Is the Jelly Drip Lip Glaze sticky? No. It feels lightweight and non-sticky during wear. Does it last? Or how long does it last? The shine fades after 2 hours, but the color remains with minimal transfer. Does it transfer? Yes, the shine transfers, but the color itself stays behind, and that doesn't transfer all too much. Is it good for sensitive lips? Again, read the ingredients list and determine if there's anything that you know you need to avoid. How do you apply the Jelly Drip Lip Glaze for best shine? Sweep a thin layer with the metal applicator and build up a second layer where you want more reflective shine. How do you apply it for a long-lasting look? Apply it to clean, dry lips, starting with a thin layer. Let it set briefly, then add another layer to help the gloss hold together. Are all of the shades sheer? Yes. So they offer that medium, like medium high pigment, rather than being full coverage, but you can't build them beyond that point. Can you layer them over lipstick? Yes, you can layer them over anything that you want. And they don't bleed or feather, so I think that'd be a really nice layering option all the same. And are they worth the price? Yeah, if this is what you're looking for. You want a high shine, easy to wear gloss, affordable price. It's all there for you. So at the end of the day, these are good. They are still just another, in my mind, just another lip gloss option that has jelly on it. I do hope to see the shade range expanded over time. And I've mentioned that Berry Squish is my favorite shade. So let me know, are you going to try these? What is your favorite color? What do you think of them? And that's it. Kind of shorter on this one because we only have 3 products to talk about. And I'm hoping that I'll be able to put out another one for next week. You know, February has things that are going on, and I'm trying my best. So if so, we'll do another one of their smaller releases to keep this going. So I will see you when I see you.